this is the third film from Hayden Croft that this festival's had the honor of showing, and that was a premiere. So you were the first audience to get to see that incredibly. We called this the innovative spotlight, because how else do you combine hilarity and this and that, and then suicide robots and homelessness. So all four very innovative films that maybe didn't belong together, but I think they played well. It was fun.
I saw Scrap actually at the Atlanta International Film Festival.
Really?
Yeah. It was.
You're hanging out with Scrap?
Oh yeah. No, they're
Excellent.
Great. Yeah, love the film.
Yeah.
Awesome. All respect.
Well, I'll just throw it to you, as you wrote for Junkies. Where'd you get the idea to take the sitcom Full House and fill it full of heroin addicts who put a bag of heroin in horrible places?
Secretly.
Well, I'm a big fan of TBS and AMC and like rerun channels basically with like Seinfeld or Friends or Scrubs or these like old school sort of like sitcom channels essentially, and so I do most of my writing in Barnes and Noble, and I just sit there and I'll sip on an Earl Grey tea, and I just come up with this thing or the other thing, and I came up with this idea for a feature-length film at first that was 4 heroin addicts in a room that had all agreed and made like a pact with each other to get off heroin, sort of like Train Spotting or something like that, or like Requiem for a Dream a little bit, and so they all had made this pact, and they all like nailed the door shut and done this like crazy, like gone to extreme lengths, when one of them the entire time had a full like crazy amount of heroin, and so he was like just acting the withdrawals and stuff like that when all the rest of them weren't, but somehow that came to me as like I should play it down more as a short film, and I thought that it would work better as a sort of a juxtaposition with a serious subject like heroin addiction. Obviously there's like an opioid crisis in the country and stuff like that. I mean, you're always hearing about that, and so I thought that I could shorten the subject and make it relatable to certain people that have either relatives or family members or friends or whatever in that similar situation, and that it kind of boils down to the same thing. Like essentially one guy actually has the drugs the entire time and the other ones don't know about it, and then it kind of bursts out and it becomes a huge issue. So that's how I came up with the short, boiled down version.
Excellent. And could you please introduce everyone for us, so that because I failed to say.
Of course. This is Stephen Ladden, who is the producer of the film. He did a fantastic job. Thank you for Steve. Yeah, he's great. This is Paquita, otherwise known as PQ Hughes. Awesome. She's an actress and also a producer in her own right, very much successful. And so we have.
She has the catchphrase, "I'm gonna kill you."
Yeah.
Which I love hearing the audience laugh. Everyone completely caught on to what you were doing.
Yeah.
And every sitcom trope that you made fun of with the situation. They loved it. They ate it up.
I'm
great to see.
Glad to see it. Yeah. No, I mean that's what we were going for the entire time. It's supposed to be a satire. It's supposed to be something that is funny, but at the same time, it's not like guffaw, laugh out loud, funny. Like, well, at some points it is, but at some points it's appreciative laughter. if you know what I mean. It's you know, like, okay, I get that, like, and I mean, because we've all seen sitcoms, you know, we've all seen late night NBC, ABC shows that are in syndication, and this like applies to that, I'd say, in a very real way, especially what's going on like in our real life reality. So you know, these things come together.
And yeah, you like you said. I mean, I know you enjoy Juxtapositions. The first film of yours that we ever got to screen was a hitchhiker and the serial killer who picks him up, and it's set today, but they speak Old English. Yeah, and that was new age Old English. So now
OLDE.
OLD.
Yeah.
But I even enjoy this even more, and I think definitely. I mean, to take the darkness of heroin addiction and throw it into that sitcom format is such a great idea. So let me throw it out. We got hands right there.
Did you always have the laugh track written into the script, or did you add that in post?
That was one of the things that, like, on my first pass of the script, when I was doing a feature, there was no laugh track at all. Then once I realized that it would work better and it would work more effectively as a short film, I realized that like it was one of those things that just kind of came to me as far as like, hey, what if I put a laugh track with this? And it was one of those like ideas that I was like, that's a good idea, you know? and I was like, so I did that shit. And I mean, then like I work with Steve, who's my producer on like my last film that showed Your Last Wish, and with Paquita, who I've worked with on like several projects before this, and because she's not usually an actress,
No,
like no, she's behind the camera, and so I called her up and I was like, "Do you think you could act?"
Sure.
And she's like,
For
"Yeah."
you, yeah.
Yeah, she's like, yeah, and
Let's do it.
and I was like, heroin addict, fuck yeah, like she
Yeah.
could do it. I mean, and she pulled it off, like she was good. As far as that went,
I was like, I don't know if I should be flattered or insulted, you know.
It's flattery.
Yeah.
No, you
Step that
crushed,
side.
you
Yeah.
crushed, yeah.
I'm a fan of his writing. He
Yeah,
has
like
this
my
very
right, yeah.
morbid sense of humor, and I'm into it.
The
Yeah.
timing was really, really great.
Yeah,
Like
it's
the timing
good.
and the pacing, and then with the laugh track, it was just edited perfectly. It was really great.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you. I
Yeah.
wish our editor could be here. Like he had a previous engagement, but he was instrumental to the
Yeah.
entire thing.
Yeah.
That was definitely true.
Has anyone ever seen Natural Born Killers?
Mm-hmm.
So you know
Yeah.
that one scene with Woody Harrelson and Juliette Lewis when he meets her and he's like the butcher guy? That's totally what I thought about when he sent me the script. He was like, yo, this is going to be told with like a backdrop of like sitcom. I was like, oh, so it's like Requiem for a Dream meets Friends, you know, like. I was like, cool, and I read it and I loved it because I was like, the only time I've ever seen this type of setup was in Natural Born Killers when you find out how Mickey and Mallory meet, right?
And she was like the only one that had really got that part
Yeah,
too,
and
because
it's
like
like, it's so
everybody else,
dark.
because I sent it to everybody else. I was like, watch this YouTube clip from the movie Natural Born Killers, where it's like I Love Lucy, but it's like a
Yeah, it's so
psychopath
twisted.
version of it.
Yeah, with Rodney Dangerfield.
Right,
Yeah,
and Rodney
exactly,
Dangerfield.
exactly.
It's such dark
Yeah.
subject, you know, matter, but they got a laugh track. It's like set up in a sitcom, and I thought it was so good. And then you know Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
kills it.
Oh yeah.
But, yeah,
No, that's the whole thing. But yeah, she was the only one that was like, oh yeah, from Natural Born Killers.
Totally has those
like,
vibes.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, your whole cast, all four, just
Yeah, they crushed.
Aw.
superb.
Aw.
Yeah, really funny.
Definitely. Yeah.
And each one in this brief time really completely carved out a sitcom character. Well, here, any more hands? There we go.
Was it just just one camera?
3.
Oh, I was gonna say, so it was you did do you shot it like that. Oh, okay, cool. Wow.
It was just like we tried to imitate the sitcom format as
Yeah.
much as we could. Yeah, we actually came to this very theater. Funny story. We actually came to this very theater About, what was it, like 2 months before we started filming.
So yeah.
You were here too. And like, because we could not find a soundstage theater that was like, we thought there would be 1 million of them in LA that were like left over from like the age of like Friends and, you know, like 3.5 Men or 2.5 Men and all that kind of stuff. And like, we couldn't find an effective, like, because we needed the depth, right, for like the three cameras. And so we came here at one point. We had like an appointment to do so, and we like came in here and we like viewed the stage with our cameras and the lights set up and everything like that. And it just didn't unfortunately work here because we couldn't do it because it's more set up for like plays, for a you know, production. I mean, obviously it's very well set up for a festival or like playing films, but we ended up his assistant Jackson Grant actually ended up finding our ultimate shooting ground, which was the Ramey Studios. And
the biggest thing was, you know, as Hayden was saying, it afforded that space just because you need that depth, you know, to have those wide shots, and that was, you know, I'd say the biggest obstacle for us was finding that space that allowed that, because, you know, a lot of more cost-effective studio spaces, you know, walls don't come down, you're pretty contained, and it's yeah, it was but props to Jackson for finding that spot.
Thanks, Jackson, wherever you are. He's here somewhere. Yeah, there he is. Yeah, thank you, Jackson. But yeah, so.
And that's just Jackson. He doesn't have a question. Or you have a question?
Yeah, I heard the craft services was pretty good on the set, right?
Oh yeah. The craft services was amazing.
Outstanding.
There was this one guy, like, his name was like Steve something or other, and he just slaughtered it. And, like, he was so good. Like, he had a beard. And like, yeah, like a very pretty girlfriend. And, no man, he was
Snacks
awesome.
on deck.
And yeah, dude, he had snacks for days. And like, yeah, we love him.
All right, any more?
Is this just a standalone project, or are you guys trying to see about getting this, you know, picked up? Because I think it's a funny concept that I think people could appreciate. You know,
I mean, shameless work.
Yeah.
It's a good question, man. That's actually, like, of all the things I've done, I think that's like this of anything. That is kind of what I'm going for in a certain way. Like, there's like Shorts TV now. I don't know how many people here have like DirecTV or Frontier or like Cox or something like that, but like a lot of them carry Shorts TV, which now does like exclusively like short films. And I have been like approached by it's funnily enough a woman named Jenny Hayden, which is my first name. It is a thing that I am absolutely, yeah, this could be a short film or a web series type of deal that I would absolutely want to pursue.
Yeah, definitely think it could work.
Yeah, thank you.
You just have to keep getting darker.
Yeah. I mean, there's so many. I could take it a lot darker.
Excellent. Well, on that note, I'll have to thank you so much. And,